Hello and welcome to Filtering in Excel. My name's Jeff. I'm glad you're here. Let's just get to it. In this short video, we're going to cover 3 filtering exercises. The first just gets us warmed up. The second shows how to get the subtotal of the filtered rows automatically. And the third is going to show how to use a formula to take a copy of the filtered data to another worksheet. Let's flip over to Excel. Exercise 1. All right, here we're just going to basically get warmed up. Here we have a range of data and we want to apply some type of filter. So one option is to select any cell within the range, head to the Data Ribbon tab, and select Filter. This is going to turn on some drop downs, and we can click those on or off. And these little drop downs are filter and sort controls. So when we select one, we're going to get a couple of options. First, we're going to get some sorting options. And sorting simply controls the order of the rows, whereas filtering controls which rows are displayed. So to do a filter, we can use checkboxes. So we could say, for example, show everything in northeast or southeast and click OK, and we get the filter. I'm going to go ahead and clear that, and let's look at another way to do it. We could also use this drop down, and we have a lot of text filter options. For example, we can say only show rows that equal, do not equal, begins with, ends with, contains, and you get the idea. So we could also say only show those rows that contain east and click OK. And now we get northeast and southeast. So let's clear that and let's take off the filter controls. Now there's a cool shortcut, which is that if I know that I want to filter for, let's say, Midwest, rather than turn on the filter controls and then do the drop down, I can do all of that in one step simply by right-clicking the cell that I want to filter for and then go to Filter by Selected Cells Value. And there's some other options in here as well. And when we select that, we see that Excel automatically turns on the filters and also applies the filter for Midwest. Cool? All right. Let's go to the next exercise, exercise 2. Another option is to turn this ordinary range into a table. How do we do that? We select any cell and then we go to Insert Table and select OK. Now we see that we have these sort and filter controls just like we did before. So what's the benefit? Well, in addition to getting these drop downs, what we also get is a bunch of other special properties. One of those special properties is the total row. So check this out. I can simply head to the Table Design Ribbon tab and select Total Row. And now we get a total row and it's showing the total 9408. But here's what's really cool about that total row. It's dynamic and it's only going to include the visible rows. So check this out. Right now the total is 9408 and now let's apply a filter. Let's select Northeast and Southeast and click OK. And now we see the total is updated to 4751. So this is a really cool way to find the subtotal when we are filtering data rows. All right, let's head to the next exercise, exercise 3. Now the idea is we want to filter this table data, but instead of filtering it in place, we want to bring a copy of just certain rows to another worksheet. And we can do that with a formula. So equals filter. Now the filter function has 3 arguments. The array, that's just the range that has the data that we want. Include, that's an expression that defines which rows we want. And if empty, which simply allows us to provide a text string in the event that the filter function returns no rows. All right, so the first argument is array. We know what that is. That's table 1. Comma, and now this include expression. We want to bring back the values in table 1, but only for certain rows. Only for those rows where the table 1's region column is equal to whatever region is typed in B7, comma, and then if that returns nothing, what we'll say is no rows. All right, close the function and enter. So what we see is all the data is still here in table 1. And this formula is simply bringing a copy of the northeast rows. And what's cool about this is I can say west, that's fine. And I can say southeast, and that's fine. And I can say Midwest. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Hey, so those are a few different ways to filter data in Excel. Hopefully they help. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day. Hey, Excel user. If you ever need to create summary reports, check out my Pivot Table for Beginners video. It starts at the beginning and shows how to store the data transactions in a table and then how to summarize those transactions with a pivot table report. I hope it helps unlock the incredible power of pivot tables.
This video is a production of Excel University.